Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into something, well, kind of shiny, right? Gold.
Yeah, gold. Always a fascinating subject. We've got a ton of material here to go through.
We do, from you. Thanks for sharing it all, by the way. I mean, it's amazing how much there is to uncover about this metal.
It really is when you think about it. I mean, it's been used for what, like everything jewelry, money, you name it.
Exactly. So our mission today is to dig into why this seemingly simple element has had such a massive impact on, well, everything.
Right. From the very beginnings of civilization up to today.
Exactly. So let's get started. So the first thing that jumps out from this material, these sources you gave me, is just how important gold was to, like, ancient cultures.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Take ancient Egypt, 3000 BCE. Back then, gold wasn't just pretty, it was, like, sacred.
Right. It was connected to the gods, to the pharaohs.
Yeah, think about Tutankhamun's mask. Pure gold. It wasn't just about being fancy. It represented, like, the afterlife, the connection to the divine.
Exactly. And that connection to the divine, to power, it shows up all over the ancient world. You see it in Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley. I mean, even in China around 2000 BCE, gold symbolized immortality, power, along with wealth.
So interesting. It's like from the very beginning, gold had this, like, deeper meaning. It wasn't just about, having stuff.
Totally. And, it's fascinating. We see similar ideas in the Americas, too.
Oh, totally. Like with the Maya and the Aztecs, for them, gold was a literal gift from the gods.
Right. And that belief had huge consequences when the Europeans showed up, who, well, they had some different ideas about gold, to say the least.
Yeah, understatement of the century, maybe. It's wild how these, like, different beliefs about gold basically shaped history.
Absolutely. It wasn't just about the gold itself, it was what people believed it represented. That's what gave it its power.
So true. So we've got gold as this, like, sacred thing, right? But then things start to shift. We see gold become, like, money.
Yeah, it's a huge turning point.
Like when King Croesus over in Lydia around 600 BCE starts minting the first gold coins.
Right. That's like a game changer. Suddenly you have this standardized, portable form of wealth.
It's mind-blowing. Imagine trying to trade before coins. Like, how much does, I don't know, a cow cost and, like, bushels of wheat? Who knows?
Huh, huh. Yeah, exactly. A logistical nightmare. And, it's not like it all went perfectly from there, of course.
Right. Like, even with gold coins, you still had issues.
Yeah, the Romans, they had their solidus coin, which did a pretty good job stabilizing their economy for a while.
For a while.
Yeah, even back then, they had to deal with inflation and all sorts of economic headaches.
So even gold wasn't a magic bullet.
Nope, no magic bullets in economics, sadly.
Or anywhere, really. But that doesn't mean gold loses its importance, right? I mean, if anything, it becomes even more central than the economy, especially during the medieval period.
Oh, yeah, that's when you see gold become like the backbone of global trade and banking.
It's the era of powerful city-states like Venice and Florence, and their rise is tied directly to their control of gold.
Yeah, it's like the more gold you had, the more power you had.
And then, boom, the gold rush is hit. California, South Africa, Australia, all of the 1800s.
Talk about a shakeup. Suddenly, gold is this driving force behind these massive migrations, these booms. Entire economies are transformed practically overnight.
Like the U.S. after the California gold rush. I mean, talk about rapid expansion. And it's not just the U.S., it's happening on a global scale.
Yeah, these gold discoveries totally reshaped industries, the way people lived, worked, even thought about wealth.
Okay, so now we're what? Late 1800s. Gold is this massive economic force, right? And that leads to the gold standard.
Right. The idea was, okay, let's back our currencies with gold. That'll create stability, right? Make sure money holds its value.
Sounds good in theory.
Yeah, the problem is, well, as your sources point out, tying your currency to gold, it kind of limits your options when things go wrong.
Like if there's a recession, you can't just, print more money to stimulate the economy.
Exactly. You're stuck. So, as great as gold is, it's not always the most flexible tool for managing a modern economy.
Which I guess is why in 1971, President Nixon finally ends the gold standard.
Right. And that's how we end up with the system we have today, fiat currency, money that's not backed by, a pile of gold somewhere.
And here's the thing that really blows my mind. Even though we're off the gold standard, gold is still super important.
Oh, absolutely. It's like this constant, right? It's still seen as a safe haven asset, especially when things get rocky, economic uncertainty, that kind of thing.
People flock to gold. It's like this ancient symbol of stability.
And it's not just about finance. I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the modern uses for gold.
I know, right? Electronics, medicine, even space technology. It's incredible how adaptable this metal is.
It's true. And let's not forget that central banks around the world, they still hold tons of gold in reserve.
Which tells you something, right?
Absolutely. Gold still plays a crucial role in the global financial system. It's like this underlying foundation of trust, you could say.
So we've gone from divine symbol to global currency to high-tech component. And who knows what's next, right?
Exactly. That's what's so exciting. I mean, there's all this buzz about gold being used in new technologies, green energy, you name it.
It really makes you think, what is it about gold that makes it so enduring? After all this time, it's still so valuable, still so sought after. What does that tell us about, our relationship with value itself?
That's a great question to ponder. We've looked at gold's past, but its future might be even more fascinating.
Totally agree.
So much to think about.
So much to think about. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. This was great.